Hello, my name is Dani. I'm an art instructor and you're tuned in to the Able Arts Work virtual learning channel. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to show you how to do some drawing warm-ups that'll help you develop some muscle memory and more confident lines when you're drawing. So first, you're just going to need to grab paper and a pen. The first thing that we're going to do is draw a line down the side of the page. This will be our anchor point for the warm-ups that we're going to do. Once you've done that, you can start towards the top of the line, and we're just going to draw a short line partway across the page. Then, we're going to start at the same point, and we're going to go over the line and try to stay as cleanly on it as possible. We're going to draw over that line about 5 times. You can see where the lines start to deviate because we still need to build up some muscle memory, and as we practice more, our lines will get cleaner. So after you've done your short line, we're going to go beneath it. We're going to draw a line that goes farther across the page. And we're going to keep going over that line about 5 times. Try to keep your hand going at a consistent pace because it'll keep you from shaking too much. Try to do it in one fluid motion. After you've done that, the next step is to go farther down our anchor line and draw a line all the way across the page. And we're going to do the same thing before. And we're just going to go over that line, try to stay as close to it as possible, about 5 times. So now that we've done some lines, we're going to move on to arcs. So we're going to start on our anchor point, and we're going to do an arc. It's just like a rainbow shape. We're going to do the same thing where we try to stay on top of the line and trace over it a few times. Arcs and lines make up almost every shape that you can draw, so it makes for a really good warm-up. After you've completed the first small arc, we're going to make an arc that goes farther across the page, just like we did with the lines. It's just a bigger, wider rainbow. We're going to keep going over that arc about 5 times. Great. So for our last step, we're going to draw a wave. And a wave is like an arc that repeats on itself. So it goes up, and down, back up again. We're going to do the same thing where we try to stay on the wave. And we're going to go over it about 5 times. These ones are a bit harder, and you might notice that your line breaks off more than it does for lines or arcs. But with practice, your lines are going to get a lot cleaner. So next, we can draw a wave that goes even farther across the page. So I'm just going most of the way across the page. Whenever you make lines or arcs or waves that are longer, you're going to notice that it's harder to stay on top of it the whole time. But that makes it a really good warm-up. I like to do these before I start drawing something more complicated because it helps get my hand more steady. It helps remind me in my muscles what I need to be doing. It's just a good way to start any drawing session. We're just going over these lines about 5 times or more. Thanks for joining me. In the next video, I'm going to show you some more warm-ups using some different shapes.